And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. Well, they tried to give this home crowd something to cheer about early, but it failed. I don't know. Maybe you try that on the road to get some momentum. What about here at home?
Would agree with you totally on that. I think at home, you don't ever want to put your fans in a position where they're questioning what you're doing. And right now, they have to be in the stands saying, why would we even do that? We're already behind you. You don't need us anymore. And this one, boy, an unsuccessful attempt. That could really change the momentum of this game in a hurry.
Here's Goff now on second down. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Anytime a ball is thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. And he gets a good chunk of yards there, 8 all told, but they're still looking at a fourth down. Here's Corey Bojorquez now. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Joe Montana here going to the air on first down. He's got the hook up to Miller. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Packers. A big play there.
Very nice.
75 yards. And the Packers are on the board first here this afternoon. Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out. Oh, and now they're going to fake it to the goal line, but it's incomplete. I thought the days of the fake extra point were numbered once they moved these kicks back to the 15. Apparently, I was mistaken.
Yeah, I was wondering who was ever going to try to do this. In fact, I quit wondering. I didn't think it would ever happen. Taking a fake from the 15-yard line to try and pick up an extra point, I didn't think anyone would ever call this.
Walker now on first and 10. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That tackle behind the line made by Will Anderson. The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on second and 12. Here's Goff. Looking deep downfield. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And the Packers are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
Second and 10. Play fake. Now here's Montana. Packer pressure, and down he goes. It's the Hall of Famer Ray Lewis powering in for the sack. It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on third down. Play action. It's Montana. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Ray Lewis drops him again for the second straight play, and it brings up fourth down. Going to try to throw for it with Montana. Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. Mike Edwards picks it off. And the return will stop right around the 25. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching him.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Ty Law. And the Packers are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. 6-0 our score after one.
With the score, Packers 6, Packers nothing.
The Packers with the football here to begin the second quarter as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down.
And he'll try and throw here on the fake. Oh, but this is going to backfire as it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Up the middle, here's Walker. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. From the gun, here's Goff. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And the Packers are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. They go play action with Montana. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
A couple of quick incomplete. One more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
I know we're just in the second quarter and there's a ways to go in this game, but that's a second drop. I'm wondering if that's a little bit of an alarm bell for them when they start calling plays on the offensive side of the ball.
His eyes already looking upfield on that last one before he brought it in. Montana going for it on 4th. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Packers 1st down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. To throw is Montana. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers 40. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On 1st down, Montana. Got a man, that's Ward. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. That one goes for 30 yards.
Well, he booked his way quite a bit in this first half, and with good reason. You can see it there. He is such a handful defensively, just too hard to keep him under wraps, and delivers a big play here for this offense.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. Here's Walker. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Ken Walker, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Packers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And it's caught inside the 5. And he gets in. But no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. Yeah, you got to wait until that ball goes 10 yards. They did not. They hit it before, and that draws the flag every time.
And there's no doubt in my mind that converting an onside kick has never been tougher in the NFL with the new rules. So trying to get it to 10 yards, timing up perfectly, that's tough enough to begin with. But when you go ahead and grab it before it goes, you got no shot then.
Ray Lewis up from his linebacker spot to make the play.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Second down and right back to McCaffrey. And a short gain down to about the 33. The second down play not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. A 2-touchdown game, 14-0 the score as we get rolling again here in this second half. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover.
And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Packers. Calvin Ridley, 46 yards. And the Packers come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. It's caught inside the 5, and he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. No run back here for Hall, and this will come out to the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And some room to maneuver. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Seemed like they picked an excellent time there, Charles, to go with the draw play.
They certainly did. Caught them a little over-eager trying to get into the backfield and get to the quarterback. They used their speed and their aggressiveness against them, didn't they?
Here's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
On 2nd down, it's Walker, and he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 and the 34. That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
And give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And into the end zone. It's a pick-6 and a Packer touchdown. Well, I mean, you get it. They're trying to make something happen here in this 3rd quarter, CD, but I don't think a pick-6 is exactly what they had in mind.
No, not at all, because this offense, they've been stuck all game long. Haven't dented the scoreboard yet, and they're kind of forced to take...
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. No chance to get away there for Smith as he goes down.
Well, I have to admit, I'm scratching my head a little bit here, trying to make sense of what I just saw. Number one, huge lead. Just kick the extra point and be done with it. Number two, if you are going to go for 2, just line up and go for it from the 2-yard line. Why make it so difficult? That's a long way to go to try and pick up some points.
And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Wait a minute, they declined it.
Makes no sense, right? They just gave up a big yardage play, right?
And now it's going to stand. What?
The only thing I can think, someone is mad at their own defense, and they're trying to teach them a really, really crazy lesson.
Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard. Well, this defense, they've got the 4-score advantage, and you can see why they continue to bottle up the run game, and really they've just been sharp in all facets here in this one, CD.
Yeah, they've kept that offense in check the entire game, and I think it's been led by what you just talked about, that defensive front, which has not allowed them to run the football and establish control of the line of scrimmage.
From the 31, here's a 2nd down and 9. Another run, this time McCaffrey. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. Third down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Now on 4th down, they throw the deep ball, but it winds up to be incomplete. So following the failed try on 4th down, will change ends and change possession. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example. And that's caught inside the 30. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Enjoy your $5.
Jason Myers now for the extra point. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know they're not asking me, but I'll give you my opinion anyway. I think it's time to erase that play from the call sheet. I guess they figure with the big lead they can experiment a little bit. But all in all, just go ahead and put that play on ice.
This one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And the Packers are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. This has really just been a lopsided affair. What a performance they put on, and now they get the football back here with a big lead in the fourth quarter. And now off to the races, down the right side. Racing to the end zone. And down to the 7-yard line. 83 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got it first and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. Back to Walker on first down. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Sometimes you get a first and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line, and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on first down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them to do that?
Maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
Now a first down run is going nowhere. He's going to be... Field, a loss of 2.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
Another run with McCaffrey on second down. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. 3rd and 12. Goff now looks to throw. Big loss here as he's taken down. In for the sack, Myles Garrett.
Well, it's obvious, but I can't help but say it here. It's never a good day when the opposing defense has more sacks than you have points.
And now the up man has it. It's a fake. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. Pitch comes to Walker. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Walker with another carry. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. This is Walker. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Well, when they said before the game that they were going to try and execute every second of this contest, I guess that was taken literally, because here they are in the final moments of the fourth, putting another touchdown on the board, Charles, to add to this big lead.
I'm not a big believer in 110%, but it certainly applies here, doesn't it? Because some guys just can't go with less. As long as there's time left on the clock, they're pushing to get to the end zone one more time. They don't really care about what the optics show. They just want to finish the game off the way that they like to play it. Full speed, all out.
And I guess the touchdown wasn't enough. They want the onside kick as well. And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. Yeah, we saw that one up here, CD. Offensive team, they touched that before it went 10 yards.
Obviously, such a fine line, letting it go the required 10 yards, but also getting to it before the hands team can. Just didn't time it out right, and that results in a flag.
And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And the Packers are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. So not just a blowout win for them today, Charles, but a shutout blowout win as well. Clearly just a superior effort on both sides of the ball.
And didn't it feel like you get a touchdown, you get a touchdown, and then the defense jumped up and said, hold it, we're getting involved.